popping, y'all? It's your boy. It's No Life, and we're back at it again with the Just Be podcast. Where really it's just whenever I come on here and stream, and I end up doing whatever it is that I'm doing. Given that I'm setting myself to be in a divine flow, to be in the flow of which just is myself and what I desire. So tapping into that and then showing it so that people can resonate with that, people can feel that, people can gain something from it, and I don't have to feel all, how do I help others with this? Or I don't have to feel all selfish with, I'm learning so much for myself, but I don't know how to give it to others. Anyway, what we're doing here is we're just chilling, we're just relaxing, having a good old time, doing whatever it is that we do that makes us feel good, whole, fulfilled, like we're in every step that we take going towards our best life. You feel me? And that takes a lot of looking at yourself and changing how you feel, changing how you see things, changing your perspective, changing your, changing. You feel me? And yeah, right now what we're about to do is, you dig what I'm saying? We're watching. What are we watching? What are we watching, No Life? We're watching some Sacred Knowledge Tarot. Why? Oh. Why? Why wouldn't I decide to just say it for myself instead of having somebody else say it? Because honestly, while I'm chilling here, damn, my whole computer almost fell off. Sprizzy. Anyway, why? Well, because, you feel me? That's what I'd be doing. I'd be sitting here watching a video or watching TV while I'm preparing to make some art, while I'm, working on some digital work right now. And then I want to start a canvas painting today, so I'm going to start that. At least get some of the sketch down. And I also want to still go swimming today. So maybe a night swim. And then, in the meantime, I want to watch it because I feel like synchronicity. She just said it before I paused it because I was like, something about this is going to be good. I want to share with other people. And I also kind of want to share my own thoughts and perspective on things. So here we are. And I don't have to feel so whatever about it. But there's also this feeling that it might be better for me to not speak as much in this moment so that I can fully embody the energy that I've decided to embody without the added strain of how do I express that to the people who are around me while I am still in this evolution, this changing state. Yeah. So with that, I still need to express and share my whole situation with my first spiritual awakening, which got me, one, to be able to have this confidence in saying whatever it is that I'm saying and know it to be true, or know it to be the way in which to change and see yourself in a different light in order to see change, whether it's for good or bad. See change. You feel me? Obviously we want to see good change. It is. But just for all intents and purposes, if you ever had the thought that, nothing's changing or nothing's going to get better or nothing's going to change in general, regardless of how it changes, it's changing always, constantly. And it's your gift that you get to align yourself to how that change makes you feel. You feel me? Sort of guide that change and decide how you want to change and what that change will look like for you. So with that, I'm going to smoke this bowl. We're going to watch some Sacred Knowledge Tarot because I'm sacred. And it's Noah's in knowledge. And she got some tarot. And I'm not rocking with no cards right now. Why? I don't need them. But they are a great tool. It's like we don't need anything in this lifetime. Everything's just, either you enjoy it or it's something that, honestly you shouldn't be paying attention to if it's not something you enjoy. But or it's something that, we turn our mind to, we turn our eyes to. Anywho, let's see what's popping.
Repeating numbers or angel numbers, patterns or symbols, all of this is going to give you your confirmation today, okay? So how many of you have been seeing signs and synchronicities? I feel there are so many around right now. What I feel is happening is a major transformation just with the energy and the earth itself, and it feels like there's a bubbling, there's a growing. To me, it feels like Mother Earth is a little bit angry, and it's the energy that we, the people, are, I feel, expelling, and that's why Mother Earth is reacting to our energy. So whatever we're seeing reflected in our reality, it has to do with a part of what's going on within ourselves. Now, this is what I feel, and some of you might think differently or feel differently, and feel free to share what you feel is going on with the world in the comment sections below.
Oh, yeah, yep.
And
See me, huh?
there's a huge focus on world events right now, so sometimes we just have to tune that news out for a little while because we are in the information age, and there's a lot of information that might not be true that we are being fed. Like there's portals, right? Let's talk about portals for a second. Our eyes, our ears are portals, and they are open, and there's other portals where interdimensional beings are able to connect with our energy and
That's not what I wanted to do.
manipulate us through media. I feel media is a very powerful influencer manipulator. So this is where we just have to be mindful and aware of what it is that we are consuming mentally and how it's affecting us. And
Goodness gracious. Oh my God, come on.
In the world after we've kind of been
Turn my camera back on, please.
Programmed, right? We get angry, right? That anger rises just from seeing some things that are against our beliefs, right? Our thinking, and just it's chaos out there. We live in a world of chaos. This is where we bring harmony and balance into our lives within our own energy, so that way we can express that, which will then in turn change everything, right? So let's pull some messages here and see what Spirit would like you to hear today, what would like all of us to hear today. Now, your first message is you will be surrounded by people with different agendas. It may scare you away, but fight it. You got this. All right, so I'm going to read that one more time. You will be surrounded by people with different agendas. It may scare you away, but fight it. You got this. All right, don't let fear ever be the forefront of your life. Second message here is do not give up because something did not work out right away. So once again, do not give up because something did not work out right away. All right, and your third message, you're on a journey of discovering your life purpose. So once again, you're on a journey of discovering your life purpose. I feel this is one of the energies I've been picking up with the transformation that we are going through, that Earth is going through, is a discovery of our life purpose within the experience we're experiencing here on Earth. So don't worry about what could go wrong. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of it. So once again, don't worry about what could go wrong. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of it. All right, keep these with you, these messages, hold them strong. They're wanting you to put it on a sticky note and just keep them there and read them every day. To rise, you must let go of fear. So once again, to rise, you must let go of fear. All right, this is the year where we're meant to turn our fears into our greatest strengths. And just all of these cards that we just received here are confirmations that there is a major change happening. And when we experience change, or we go through something that doesn't feel like it was in alignment with us, or does feel like, oh my gosh, something wrong is happening here, we make the best of it, right? We receive signs and synchronicities from the universe because the universe is showing the path that we need to take within that chaos that we're experiencing. And sometimes Spirit does lead us towards something that doesn't feel good. Sometimes it feels really good, and other times it doesn't, and that's because we're meant to grow, right? So this is where Spirit really wants you to not be afraid of being uncomfortable. being thrown out of your comfort zone here. That's coming in as a big thing here right now from Spirit. And again, the signs, some of you might be seeing the number ones everywhere. I've been seeing a lot of number ones. All other numbers as well, a lot of 333. So this is where the number one is all about a confirmation from Spirit that we're grounded, that you're exactly where you need to be. And there's intuition, there are messages, so they want you to be aware that perhaps there's something that you're seeing or hearing that you need to be aware of. What I'm getting here is someone, there's almost like a theme that is happening around some of your lives where you're hearing words, or the same theme of words through just conversations that lead through. Maybe you're walking by someone and they're talking about something, then you're at work and they're kind of talking about the same kind of thing, and maybe you're hearing that kind of stuff on social media or even on TV. So there's a message coming through, especially if you're seeing signs or anything that is repeating itself to you, right? So search up the meaning for some of the things that you're seeing and see which meaning, because there's lots of meanings out there, but see which one resonates for you with what it is that you're experiencing, or, you know, where are you in your life in the moment that you see some of those numbers, some of those animals, some of those insects, right? Some of those patterns. So let's pull an Enchanted Forest Oracle card here. This is just an overall energy that Spirit wanted me to pull here. Don't give up is what Spirit guides are saying here. And we have a fox, so fox spirit is coming in, right? This is where you use your intellect, but in a more, it's kind of like you know how to go through obstacles. It's a very tricky, sneaky energy. So this is what Spirit is wanting you to embrace. So I don't know if any of you are seeing foxes anywhere in your life, maybe in your dream. This is a confirmation today. And if you're not seeing them, you're seeing them now. You're seeing one on your screen. So the message here is it's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times. Keep believing. I'm going to read that to you one more time. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times. So keep believing. There's reasons why we go through the experiences. We go through the good moments, the happy moments, and the lower, the sad, or the angry moments, or whatever kind of hardship we're dealing with and the emotions that we are experiencing during that experience. And if they're coming in little bits and pieces, it's just like this box here. There's little leaves falling, and I feel this is how things are falling into place in your life. They're happening slowly, but they're falling like leaves. Maybe you're seeing leaves falling around you, or you're seeing, I don't know, a fox in the woods, a forest, lots of leaves. Maybe even the colors in this card are resonating for some of you. So let's pull 3 tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So a white buffalo. I don't know if any of you have heard about that prophecy of the white buffalo. This white buffalo was born back in June last month in Yellowstone. And I feel it's the Lakota people. I could be wrong here, so please feel free to correct me if I am wrong. But the Lakota people say that it's a huge blessing, but also a warning at the same time. Okay, and I do feel these kind of events, these kind of rare animals and signs are showing up for us at this time, because personally I feel just the month of July is where things are kickstarting. Whatever this energy is, this shift, this rotating of the wheel, I feel it already started July 1st. That's just my own opinion. It's the energy I've been feeling. So our first card here is 6 of Wands. Look at that, everyone. 6 of Wands. There's celebration, there's recognition. This is where you are being recognized for your efforts, right? We've got eyes on you here, admiration, but also we have eyes on you that might not be in your interest or in your favor or admirable to you, right? So here I feel Spirit is asking you to be cautious around the energies that are around you and who you surround yourself with, but also to detach from some of those energies and allow yourself to express yourself in the way that you need to release fear around being in the limelight, being at the forefront, because that's what you are. You're at the forefront of your life. You're the single drop of water in this vast ocean connected, right? So this feeling of being that single drop sometimes can be hard on us, hard on our psyche, hard on our soul. So they want you to get into that drop, into that ocean, and allow yourself to flow with the energy that is available to you at this time. So that's the Six of Wands. This is what Spirit is showing here to be here with this card. Next, we're getting the Knight of Cups. So perhaps some of us are feeling storms around us. It's a very chaotic energy. And what's happening is, because you're at the forefront, you're going to be recognized. You're going to even see in yourself here that you're a strong individual. Look at this person. There's a storm coming in. They're getting their sails. They're redirecting their ship. They're the captain of the ship. You are the captain of your own ship, your own life. So they want you to take the reins of these sails and allow yourself to, it's kind of like if there is chaos, prepare. And don't be afraid of it. Get out in there, get out in the storm, and let's endure it, is what Spirit is saying here. And it's not in a way where I'm asking you to get into a situation that might not be good for you. Follow your intuition, because the signs are here. When we go through this turbulent energy of the Knight of Cups, this could be emotional turbulence, right? This could be a lot of different ways that this energy can come in. So this is where I ask you, everyone, to use your own intuition with my reading. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. Not only will this strengthen your intuition, but you will also receive your own messages. So use your own intuition to see what this represents for you in your life. Okay, there's a storm, internal and external. I do feel sometimes our external storms are a reflection of what's going on with us internally. So this is where Spirit wants you to look inward to see, okay, what is actually going on? What am I feeling, and where is this coming from? It's usually thoughts, right? So sometimes we have to release the thoughts that we're thinking that are creating those emotions that are turbulent, right? I'm getting shadow work needed to be done here as well. I'm seeing someone mirroring here, shadow work. I'm seeing a crow, an owl. I don't know if anybody's ever seen a crow or an owl that's been following you for a while. There's a message there for you, and I feel that it's also letting you know that you're safe and you're protected. You have ancestors, you have spirit guides, loved ones on the other side. There's a lineage of people behind you, backing you. So that's the Knight of Cups coming in. Lots that I can say with this card, and the Ace of Swords. So this is new beginnings and new energy. This is a connection to Source, a direct connection to Source, which is opening up this bigger path for you, everyone, a way bigger path. And there's roots that are being put in the ground. There's some work that is being done in order for you to ground and stabilize yourself. So whatever experience you're experiencing, it's because you're meant to build that strength to put those solid roots in the ground, those firm foundations. So they're showing me a rock that is rolling down a hill, but parts of it is breaking off until what is it going down into? It's like a golden nugget inside of it. That's so interesting. So they're showing me a rock that breaks free, breaks apart as it's rolling down, and once it gets downhill, there's a golden nugget that comes out of it. So this is what I'm getting here with the Ace of Swords. Really interesting, and it's your beliefs, it's your awareness, knowing that I'm getting a cause and effect, the infinity symbol through this. The energy that you're putting out there is going to come back with you, but it's your belief system that they want you to work on. And you're going to reach so many heights here, and this is why we've got crows, there's blackbirds. Birds are going to be a big sign for some of us right now, like hummingbirds, crows, doves, these kind of birds, very bright colored birds showing up in our lives, right? So there's a grounded energy. This has to do with awareness. This has to do with your mind, this expansion in your consciousness. There's something really big happening here, and I just can't seem to find the words to explain this to you. But those of you that are feeling this energy, please feel free to share with me what this energy feels to you. So now, before I begin here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading today, so those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also share it with someone that might need to hear this message. So let's take a look here and see what Spirit is wanting you to really understand here. This is so important. This is all about you, the Six of Wands energy. It's all about your gifts, your talents, right? And you know what? Spirit is actually calling me to pull some cards on your spiritual gifts. So give me 1 second here. I've got that deck right over here. I'm going to go ahead and pull some of those cards as well for you somewhere in between this part of this, between these cards somewhere, everyone. So this energy feels like there's a spotlight on you. And perhaps you are afraid of the spotlight. Maybe it makes you uncomfortable, or you're someone that enjoys the spotlight. You've been waiting for the spotlight to happen. This is the energy that is coming in here, and I feel the spotlight is something that's internal. It's not even external.
I don't think that Rusty would be here today if it wasn't for the farmer's dog. He was always a dry kibble dog because that was all we knew growing up. And so I thought the kibble has less preservatives and everything else. It's actually the exact opposite. A lot of cold issues, digestive issues. He stopped eating the dog food. That's what got me on to looking for alternatives. And once I got to the farmer's dog, those constant, regular issues, I don't have them. He not only eats everything in the bowl, but he licks the bowl practically clean. Everyone at the vet, every time we go, they're like, oh my gosh, he's how old? Yeah, he's 60. I think it's helped keep him healthier longer. By the numbers, there's no comparison, the value of giving your dog a healthy diet. And it's really simple, and it works. I'm here for that.
Sometimes it does reflect as an external experience, but I feel it's more so internally happening, and I'm getting a fear coming in, this fear of judgment, the fear of what people think, fear of this, that, and the other thing. So many different reasons and excuses for not really allowing yourself to, it feels like, take charge of your life, almost be in that driver's seat. And this has been coming up quite a bit in my readings, everyone, where we're meant to actually come to the forefront, to allow ourselves to shine here. And this is a calling, this is an activation for some of us, where we're seeing the signs and it's bringing us to this point in our life. And a lot of the synchronicities that are happening for some of you, I feel that maybe there's something that you're thinking about. Perhaps it's a book you've been looking for. Maybe some information and you just can't seem to find it. And one day you stumble upon it randomly. And it feels like a coincidence, but this is a synchronicity that is happening. There's an alignment of things that are happening that are bringing you to the center point. And this is what it is a center point for you in your life, where it feels like you are the main character in a movie, like you're feeling the experience just like that. You know, maybe you can make a movie out of your life. And, you know, what I'm getting here is there are some people watching you. This could be a close friend, and it's only because you inspire people, all right? Your story, everything that you've been through, everything that you're doing, your next move, it is so inspiring and motivating, right? And maybe this is somewhere you're going to reach in your life after going through what it is that you're going through. And what I feel like I'm having a hard time right now is explaining to you how this hard time, some of you are going through hard times, not all of us are, right? Those of us that are going through hard times, it's building you up to this version of yourself. So this is where the experience that you're experiencing right now, Spirit is asking you not to have any fear. Instead of tumbling, let's put a sword in the ground, stop ourselves from rolling over. Let's take a clear look at the situation, right? Allow ourselves to wake up, open up, and see what is going on. Because a lot of the times I feel we have illusions and influences, manipulation through everything that is happening in our awareness, right? Everything that is going on in our reality, our external experience, that kind of, we interact with it. And when we interact with it, it becomes one with us. It's really hard to explain. And then we just become one with it, and we're a part of this mess, we're a part of this chaos. So this is where Spirit wants to pull you out of it. And this energy that pulls us in, makes us feel like we're in chaos. We're tumbling over, rolling over, is very sticky. This is what I get whenever I feel this energy. I'm like, oh, once I touch it, it sticks, and it's hard to get it off. So this is what I'm feeling for some of you as well, is a sticky energy that is trying to keep you in a space where the curtains are closed. But you're meant to be at the center, so Spirit is opening these curtains and allowing you to see things through a different light, through positivity, through abundance, right? There's not any kind of darkness. There are no, energies in the closet. Like there's showing me a closet, and it's really dark, and there's someone scared of what's going to come out of that closet. So perhaps some of you had this fear when you were younger, or even now. There's something that's coming out of the darkness. And The more you put your energy towards it, the more you're going to feel it, and perhaps something will come out of that closet because you're feeding that energy. So we want to move it towards the front and not the back, and let those curtains open and allow ourselves to see and become aware. So again, meditation is a really good practice here to tune out the noise and the chaos of our lives, right? It is such a powerful tool that we are meant to use. So finding even like a 5-10 minute guided meditation, this is what I do is I use guided meditations. I have a hard time turning my brain off. So
take my damn shoes
if I
off.
were to sit
And these
still and
socks.
quiet, I know I need to practice it, I just don't have the time. So guided meditations work for me really well. And I'm very visual, I have to hear, so sometimes I will use my, what is that, oh my gosh, now I forget the name. This is what happens sometimes when I'm connected, I forget about some of the things, but it's the helmet that you wear, and you do a meditation with that on. Oh my gosh, that's such a sad way to even describe that, but it's not in my mind, it's just Spirit showing me some ways and practices that you can implement in your life in order to clear your mind. So meditation, now I have a form of meditation that I do every single morning, and I've been doing this since I can remember, probably from the age of 14 or 15, right? It is this morning ritual that I have. And I'm in the spotlight, I'm in the center there. And this is what Spirit wants you to do, that you are in the center. So I've got my music going in the morning, I'm getting myself into that energy, that vibe. I have a playlist that I play, and I've been listening to that repeatedly over years. Sometimes I will switch up the songs, but there's one song I've had for probably over 10 years that I listen to every single morning, and it brings me this sense of peace and calm. And that's the one that I start with, and it's called knowlife. It's from this Indian movie called Anwar, right? So then I have other ones. I also listen to Yena. Spiral is a favorite song of mine I like to listen to, and amongst other ones as well. But it just sets me in this vibration, this frequency. So before I start filming, I'm in this energy. Then I also do a guided meditation where I will listen to this guided meditation. I put earphones on, right, so I'll use my cell phone, and then I'll sit with my cards and connect and see what decks I'm using, what kind of message I'm meant to bring to everyone. This is that connectedness, and this is you building that solid foundation, this system, this root in the ground that helps keep you stabilized. So this is what is happening, is there is this connection that is happening to source energy, to Spirit, to your higher self, to God, where God is putting you at the center, at the forefront. And there's a lot of recognition here, so people are going to notice the difference in you. You're going to see the difference in yourself as well. And there's this expansive energy here. Not only is your consciousness expanding, but through that consciousness, you're now becoming aware of all the signs, the synchronicities, and you're following that guidance. So it's almost like Spirit is opening the curtains for you to be at the forefront, to follow, and they're taking you to your destiny here, your higher purpose. And again, this is why I'm going to pull some of your spiritual gifts today cards, is because there are some spiritual gifts that are unlocking here, developing, or being strengthened, right? So this is what I'm feeling here. Just so much energy right now, everyone. I feel that I can spend the whole day filming something just to bring you tons and tons of messages, because there are so many downloads that are coming in for all of us, and it feels like chaos. Sometimes it does feel like chaos around us when we have so many things going on. And I'm not saying that you're seeing a lot of different signs, but it feels like there's a broken glass and reflections, and you're going into little bits and pieces of all these different timelines through these reflections, and that could feel like the chaos that you're feeling, right? There's this little opening, like a teeny hole that you're seeing through, and there's so much that you're seeing through that, which can feel chaotic. For those of us, especially that are awakening, ascending, moving into this newer frequency, those of us that are aware that we are on this spiritual journey here, you're aware of what is going on, and you're implementing practices in your life to work with this energy, right? And spiritual gifts, again, some of us are being called to activate or use and apply our spiritual gifts in the world. Now, we've got this chaotic experience here on this ship, and this person seems to have it handled. This is the energy that is coming in for us as well. Spirit is letting you know that you have it all handled if you want to have it all handled. We have to make that choice to be at the forefront and take the reins of our life, take the wheel of our life. And what's happening is I'm seeing somebody shifting this wheel, and it feels like the wheel of fortune that is turning. So some of you are activating a cycle to close in your life and a new one's opening, and maybe there's a portal activation happening here as well. A gateway, a door opening for you. So I've been feeling this quite a bit for the last little while. And I've been mentioning this because I feel that it's so important for us to understand that the chaos that we might be experiencing is actually a blessing in disguise. There is an ascension and awakening that is happening through this. It's almost testing us, our loyalty, our strength, right? This is where we're in the year number 8, by the way. So the infinity symbol, the number 8, is coming through the Ace of Swords. And I've been picking up on this, and we're in the year of the dragon in Chinese astrology as well, right? I think it's the Earth Dragon. You can correct me if I'm wrong here, but there's a shaking in the ground that is happening. We have a lot of fierce, powerful energy at play where it's really testing our boundaries. It's testing our strength, and this is where we tap into that power. This is where we're meant to rise. It almost feels like a He-Man or She-Ra energy. I don't know if any of you watched those superheroes when you were young, but it feels like you're activating your power, you're lifting your sword, but you're grounding that energy. You connect to it and then you ground it. And away you go. There's this shaking that happens in order for things to change, and it feels like a tower moment. This card feels like a tower moment for me. It just feels like there's this shaking, there's these towers that we have built over time. Some of us have built 1, 2, or 3, or even more, but there's a tower, a structure that was built in your life that is now falling away. And it feels like a storm, and it's very emotional. Our emotions are at play here. Sometimes we don't even know, our empathic energies are heightening here as well. So some of us might be feeling emotions from others. Others' emotions are rising around you, and you're kind of dealing with that, finding ways to kind of work with that energy. This is what Spirit is asking us to do, is work with the energy, to build some sort of sails in your life so you can steer that ship in the way that you need to, even though there's like hard winds, right? An example of the sign is Beryl, Hurricane Beryl, and I feel that Mother Earth, and this is just my own opinion, everyone, I feel Mother Earth is angry. It's picking up on the anger of the world as well. So she's kind of like shaking everyone to shake us out of this illusion that we are in. And this is why there's so many signs and synchronicities happening that are leading us into this path. It's a collective energy. It's like that drop that is going into that ocean, right? Some of us, I'm seeing a lot of drops that are out of the ocean, but I feel they're being put back into the ocean, and it's happening through this major storm. And this is happening in our external world as well as our internal, because the external affects our internal if we allow it to. And this is where Spirit is wanting you to understand that we've always lived in a world and energy of chaos. It's just we have to build that peace within ourselves in order to experience the abundance that we're here for, what this earth is meant for. And this is I feel this is what Mother Earth is also wanting us to do, is connect with her. Because there's a major disconnect that's happening in the world right now. And it's through our loving energy where we can actually shift and change the world. So it's all about looking within and getting rid of this turbulent energy, the storm within us, calm that down so we can be open and receptive, but also come from a place of love, come from a loving energy so that spreads. We want it to be contagious enough, right? Not in a negative way, but in a positive way. We'll create ripple effects of love and positivity. So this is where we come from, love, the energy of love, compassion, and kindness, no matter what storm we're going through. And now you are becoming an inspiration, motivation for others, where you're now in the limelight. People are seeing you, noticing you in a way that fits for you. I feel like sometimes it doesn't fit for us. And I'm getting a Leo energy coming in with this card here, the Six of Wands. So pay attention to the number 6s as well. Number 1s and 6s. These are really important for some of you, because what I'm getting here is endings and new beginnings. It's that turning of the wheel, that cycle, and there's karmic energy at play here as well. Oh my gosh, you're seeing karma here, everyone. because it's a reflection of our actions, right? And it's a time karma comes in to have us reflect on some of our actions, some of the things that we have done. So you may be experiencing things in your life right now where there's a karmic energy or vibe around it. And this is actually a good thing because you're communicating and connecting and interacting with source energy, with God, with angels. Like there's so much that's happening. So foxes, if you're seeing them, crows, like I've been seeing the images of crows, that white buffalo, deer, just animals are coming in a big way here. The way they're interacting, even cloud formations, words that you're hearing. Perhaps you were thinking about something, maybe you made a choice and you're not sure if you made the right one, and someone passes by saying you made the right decision, but they're saying it to someone else, but you're getting your confirmation, so that's the synchronicity that is happening. And it's only happening because you're aware and tuned in you're just aware of what's going on, the energies, right? So it's almost like you have this heightened sense of hearing, right? That's a portal. Our eyes and ears are portals that take in information. And sometimes it makes me feel like I'm a computer. We're taking in information, or like an AI. If you're looking at it's just my own opinion. It's just what, imagery kind of comes into my mind when I'm thinking about it. There's a lot of things that you're thinking here as well. Those of you that are watching, there's a lot of things that you desire here, a lot of things that you want to make work and happen in your life. And Spirit is saying that this is what they're trying to do, is root us in the ground. We need to be an active participant in our own life to root ourselves in the ground in order for the structure to grow, right? So this is an opportunity, a new energy that we can embrace to allow ourselves to create whatever this is, a strong, stable foundation built on beliefs, built on our own talents, our own energy, our values, our foundations, in everything, and having healthy boundaries. This is an important part of this, as well as healthy boundaries, especially around energies that don't serve your higher purpose. And creating boundaries is really tough. I had a really tough time with boundaries, but I've gotten a lot better with them. But I would, people used to take advantage of my kindness, and that's where I'm just a really giving and very, I like to help people. And I just noticed when I help the wrong people, they take advantage of it or take you for granted. Some of you might be feeling these energies as well, so have some really good, stable boundaries, strong boundaries that you stick to. I usually distance myself from people that, I don't feel good around, or I feel they're taking advantage of me, right? So you're rooted in the ground here, and there's so much that you're going to create. This is like a solid oak tree. I'm also seeing one of those whispering willow trees. I love those. So when I buy my house, I'm actually going to plant one of those in the front yard. Whispering willow tree. Now, I feel that the trees, they're saying the trees are speaking to you. I don't know what this means. I've been noticing, just in my own yard, anytime I look at my trees, I see the knots and they look like eyes looking at me. It feels like nature is looking at me. Nature's wanting to connect. So it's something to do with trees around you right now. I don't know what the message is, so perhaps you'll be able to understand and receive some sort of message through me communicating this to you. Now, there's worries around this as well. So this is where Spirit wants you to release the worries, the things that are clouding this energy, the clarity that is there for you. It's always there. It's just clouds come in and then we can't see, and all of a sudden lightning and all of this, but this is always there. It's rooted in the ground. And sometimes what happens is when we have the structure that's built, it falls away because of experiences or things, or is the structure, maybe it was meant to last for a cycle, maybe 2 cycles. But I feel that whatever's happening is there's a new structure that is building in your life. There's a new part of you that is rising. There's this new energy that is coming into our lives. And it's just a major transformation, a rebirth. Like, I just feel there is something massive going on, and you can just throw all these words at it and it will all resonate for all of us, just because it's a birthing energy. I feel like it's a birthing energy, and we're feeling those birthing pains as this new structure is being built and about to rise, about to grow, about to sprout, right? So Spirit is wanting you to have the courage They want you to actually tap into your own powers, utilize them, apply them. And if there's something that you're unsure about, or if you don't know, learn it, pick up on it, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Open your mind up. This is where Spirit really wants you to be open. Don't limit yourself here, is what they're saying. Open yourself up to all the information, all the knowledge, all angles, all lenses. Be curious, open, explore, take in information, right? I feel this is the time for us to really learn and grow. And for me, this feels like mastery, right? For me, this feels like, okay, let's get some solid things and understand some things, learn more, and grow from that place. So any kind of storms that are happening, Spirit really wants you to ground yourself and not allow distractions to take you away from that higher purpose, from that gift that you're meant to give to the world. You're here to give, everyone, and that's what's being activated. That is what you are going through right now. So I feel this is in alignment with my last Chosen Ones reading. It's just a continuation through signs and symbols. So pay attention to some of those numbers that are coming in. The number 6 is a number of love. It's a number of expansion. A lot of success through love energy. So if we're able to express love, we're going to see love coming back, right? And the number 1 is new beginnings, birthing, anything to do with even leadership. It's at the forefront energy. It's an opening that is happening. There's a connection also happening within that opening, right? All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull 5 cards from the Spiritual Gifts Oracle deck. We're going to find out what some of you are spiritually gifted with. Perhaps some of you are just discovering your gifts, developing them, or even strengthening them, okay? So your first message today is Indigo Child. Some of you are Indigo children. The message here is you create new paths for the world with a purpose to destroy old systems that no longer serve us. So once again, you create new paths for the new world with the purpose to destroy old systems that no longer serve us. Look at that, what a powerful gift here. Next, we're getting Way Shower. Some of you are blessed with the gift of Way Shower. The message here is you're meant to be different, so you may show others the way by simply awakening to and living your truth. So once again, you're meant to be different, so you may show others the way by simply awakening to and living your truth. So you're a way shower. Look at that. I love that one. And your third one is faith. Some of you are gifted with the ability to have faith. The message here is a strong ability to trust the Creator beyond the limits of what we think is possible in your divine beliefs and in the unseen. So once again, a strong ability to trust the Creator beyond the limits of what we think is possible in your divine beliefs and in the unseen. I love this as well. I just love all the gifts here. So Digital Witch. Some of you might be digital witches. So the message here is you're meant to find innovative ways to use software applications, online platforms, and even mobile apps to add to your spiritual practice. So once again, you're meant to find innovative ways to use software applications, online platforms, and even mobile apps to add to your spiritual practice. Look at that. That's a really nice one as well. And next, this is what this whole entire reading is about, signs and symbols. Some of you are able to decipher signs and symbols and even interpret them. So the message here is your gift to recognize and decipher signs and synchronicities from the universe will help guide, support, and enlighten you. So once again, your gift to recognize and decipher signs and synchronicities from the universe will help guide, support, and enlighten you. I love that. So look at that. These are some gifts that are starting to surface here. There's many more, and feel free to share with me what those other more are. So what I'm going to do now is pull a bonus card, an animal spirit card, and read you the interpretation from the guidebook. Now this comes with an oracle message and a protection message. I'm going to read them both to you today. Okay, so let's see what it is that we're getting here. So we've already got a a fox. And we're going to see what else comes through today. We are getting frog spirit. Clear out the clutter, everyone. Okay, so I don't know if any of you are seeing frogs in your life. This is your confirmation today. If you aren't seeing a frog, you're seeing one now. Now this frog has a crystal ball, so perhaps some of you work with crystal balls. I was seeing one in my mind right now with a crown. And not everything is nice as it seems. So don't ever judge a book by its cover, right? Because that frog, you never know, could be a Prince Charming. All right, so the oracle message here is frog spirit knows that while all the other frogs are croaking away, this is a time for you to simplify and declutter your life so you can feel content on your own lily pad. Even when life isn't creating a total cacophony, we can become drawn to the excitement of a lot of noise. Then the next thing we know, our schedules and homes are cluttered with commitments we regret making and objects taking up valuable space. Even relationships need decluttering, as they often become messy. Frog spirit appears to tell you to clean house. Prioritize what you need and get rid of or give away the rest, so you can have some space in your day and in your head. You don't need the old stuff and its stories shouting at you about the past. Along with physical clutter, friendships are sometimes kept long past their expiration date, weighing you down with unnecessary baggage. Now is the time to let go. Whenever you need, whatever.
Hello?
What's up?
You guys going on?
Did you guys get the haircuts in the house?
I don't know. Maybe?
Oh, you in the streets?
No, I'm just sitting right by a fan and I'm drawing right now, so I'm kind of in a flow state, not really focused on anything else with that.
Okay, I don't want you guys in that house all day with no air conditioning.
Yes, ma'am.
Over here, okay? I'm serious. It's not good. You know, they eat exhaustion. It's a real thing.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, well.
All right, we'll be over if we need to. For sure. I bet. Yeah.
It will appear when you need it, so release your grip on all that clutter that is making you feel anxious and burdened. Frog spirit wants you to reclaim your space unencumbered by shoulds, outs, and could have beens. Let go and jump. You are free from that old stuff. Now the protection message here is, what's weighing you down? Is it time for a spiritual and psychic cleansing? Are you overdue for letting go of the voices that surround you? They may have started to get into your head, these voices that bog you down and keep you from leaping forward into a better situation. Let others croak and create their dreams while you make space for yourself and for hearing your own thoughts as they rise. This is hearing your own thoughts. This is you taking control around the chaos, right? So frog spirit may also be bearing a message about your physical space. Do you hold on to things because you're afraid of losing your energetic connection to the past, to people who are no longer in your life, or to the goals you never pursued? Or could you have these items around because you would feel guilty if you got rid of them? And your storage and living space is stuffed with reminders of what you are not, when they should be holding only objects that reflect who you are and aspire to be. If something is no longer making you feel joyful, empowered, and excited, Frog Spirit is here telling you to let it all go and free yourself to leap forward into something new, trusting you will always have what you need. So look at that. I feel this is in alignment with your spread today, so embrace Frog Spirit, everyone. All right, I'm now going to pull a surrender card. What is it that we can all surrender at this time? All right, we've got a card that wanted to show itself. So we are getting surrender resentment. We got a red umbrella, red flower. So perhaps the color red is coming into your life, or you're seeing red a lot. The message here is holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive yourself and others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So once again, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others and yourself for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Perhaps you have a red umbrella. I'm having a hard time saying the word red. It's like when I stumble on one word, it's just, I trip and then I just keep going here with mispronouncing words. All right, so a healing message. What is it that we can all heal today? Soul family.
Oh, geez. Well, It looks like I accidentally turned off the John here. That's not what's up. Yeah. Let me just turn it right back on there. It's very interesting. This whole reading, I feel I'm in the energy of, regardless of what's going on around me, there seems to be a synchronicity of however I'm feeling at that point in time. And how I'm deciding to feel at this point in time is letting go and expanding. Expansion. Expansion on who I am, what I desire, and expansion into that version of myself that's uninhibited, unencumbered, is that a word? By any sort of residual feelings, energy, manifestations of the past. Letting go of who I once was, all that was connected to that version of me, and feeling free and encouraged, positive, secure, confident in, and loved by the universe and by all that's in it, the earth, people, animals, and to cherish that connection and to guide myself into the position in life that I desire to be, so that I can, in my energy, in my connection, show others how they can connect as well. And show it to them so that they can do it for themselves and not look at me as some sort of like, I don't know, like, of course follow me, like and subscribe, do all that stuff, but like I don't want to be seen as like this all powerful, like whatever. Of course, tap into, but I am already tapped into like my inner God, my inner goddess as well, divine feminine, divine masculine, which we all carry within us. Divine, like femininity and masculinity is something that each individual has within them inherently, and finding the divinity within yourself allows you to access all parts of yourself in a positive and uplifting way, and in alignment with who you are, who you desire to be, what makes you happy, what makes you, feel joy. And yeah, so we're gonna finish out this reading, and I'm gonna chill. And I'm gonna smoke a bowl because it's a confirmation. Oh shit.
Umbrella, red flower. So perhaps some of the color red is coming into your life. You're seeing red a lot.
I'm
The message here is holding on to resentments only.
I'm drawing with the color red right now. I was sketching in red just now on here. Oh, and my fucking shoulder hurts, and my immediate use my fucking resistance band. It's red. Synchronicities out the wazoo, and I feel like the thing that I'm letting go of, my neck and my back, my pussy and my anyway. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. I had a conversation with my grandma today, and she was like, "You don't need to be cussing." I was like, "Oh, sometimes. Sometimes, Grandma, I know. I'm sorry, Grandma." But yeah. I feel energies, thoughts, beliefs, because I either I feel like we're always connected, but because it's my own personal experience, it seems that my body has always been very connected to my. I guess we all are in that way, connected to our emotional states and our spirits, without us recognizing it until we recognize it. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Try to forgive yourself and others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So once again, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others and yourself for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Perhaps you have a red umbrella. I'm having a hard time saying the word red. It's like when I stumble on one word, it's just, I trip and then I just keep going here with mispronouncing words. All right, so a healing message. What is it that we can all heal today? Soul family. Look at this. Some of you are meant to tune in, tap in, connect with your soul family. So those of you that are seeing all of these animals, these are all signs. Piglets, little chickens, chickies, a little, what is this, a cute little dog, and other birds. We've got geese here as well. The number 28 is on this card, so this could be a number of significance for some of you. Perhaps you were born on the 28. 2 plus 8 is 10. That is a number 1 in numerology, so beginnings, which is aligning here with the Ace of Swords. So the message is, connect with like-minded others you can fully be yourself with. Make time for relationships that nourish your heart and soul. So once again, connect with like-minded others you can fully be yourself with. Make time for relationships that nourish your heart and soul. So those of you looking for timing around this card, I'm getting 28 days, 28 hours, and the 28th of the month. There's an affirmation on this card that you can feel free to use in your life. I choose relationships that nourish and support me. I choose relationships that nourish and support me. All right, so look at that. That is our healing message. I'm now going to pull 3 blocked energy cards. So what is it that's blocking us, and how can we release it? So we are getting, first card is being too serious. Are you being too serious?
Yep.
Let's read the message here.
I'm
If you're
fucking
caught up
weak.
in seriousness,
I'm so weak. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you for allowing me to have this body, to be myself, to feel all that I need to feel in connection with all that is, and in diving deeper to a connection to myself, because that's so fucking hilarious. High key, it was like, are you being too serious? What are you holding on to? What's going on? And I was like, what's the blockages? And like I said, it feels like these things correlate to my body very, very handsomely. Anyway, and it's like I felt it going through my arm, like this prana, this life force energy. You feel me? And it like raised up my middle finger. And excuse my language, but it was like, it's, what's the blockage? It's like I give a fuck too much. I need to stop. Because here's the thing, where some people might see that as a disrespectful thing or a lack of care and compassion in general, for me it means something different, because I know who I am and it hits me differently. It's because I care too much that I hold myself back. It's because I know that in accessing all of who I am, accessing all parts of me that desire and want to live a better life, want to see myself in more success, regardless of what anybody else says or does or feels. Because in my awareness, my understanding is that in accessing my abilities and accessing my strengths, the weaknesses show themselves. And for me, that weakness is, I guess, for now, money. My idea of money is a weakness of mine. My idea of my connection to people, or how I'm able to hold myself together in knowing that people's attention or focuses on me, given that I went through this period of time where it felt that I felt all the energy of all the people in the world, and it seemed as if I took it upon myself, or I, in this connection, was like, well, what do I do with it? And decided to, I don't know, learn or teach or share my perspective, or try to fix the problems in the world with each and every one of us as individuals, so that as we bring ourselves, you know, in a way, like, to completion, like as we completely embody who we desire to be, who we're meant to be, and that being in alignment with all that is, you feel me? I feel that it's easier to let go when I decide that I'm doing it for me, and in my energy I am whole and complete, just with myself. And with this self, I get to connect with the universe, God, source. I get to connect to others in this physical plane. But as I traveled in my mind, traveled in my energy, in my perspectives, in my connections to people, higher spirits and deities, the earth, trees, the wind, fire, water, the elements, matter in general. And in this, it feels that it's best that I take care of myself. And it's best that I move without worry or concern about others, considering I already care so much for others. It would be a lot better for me to let go and not be so serious. That would be a benefit to everybody on the planet. Me not being in such a serious bag. I wrote a bar about this, you know. Yeah, because I feel like me not being so serious means that I get to completely access my faith, my wisdom, my, you know, the love, the happiness, because it's like I don't have anything holding me back. There's nothing that tells me, well, I don't know how that sounds, so, you know, maybe we should rethink that. You feel me? And yeah, no, just I kind of, it's not as if like I figured everything out. Like I saw the secrets of the universe. Low key, yeah, but I mean, like, in essence, it's like I get to just chill with it, you know? It's like I get to, because I've set my frequency and my awareness to such, like, I put it on 10 and beyond, you feel me? And, yeah. And it brought me a lot of good information. I feel like at this moment, because she's wonderful, I'm bad with names. I don't be paying attention to names. I'm so sorry. But also, it gives me the opportunity to express how I feel these things, how I connect to these things. It's like, because my guilty conscience is like, I don't wish to connect to people on such a deep level because that may impact their minds in a way that's unhealthy. And I've seen it be that way. I've seen how in me accessing my own spiritual awareness, my own psychic abilities and gifts, recognizing that my energy is in fact connected to other people, and then interacting with those people and recognizing just how mirrored we are or mirrored our situations were at time, it seemed necessary for me to be like, yo, this is whack. I don't want to put this on other people. I'm gonna get out of here. That being said, way more serious than that at that point in time. You feel me? I didn't have the nuance. I didn't have the, the complete and utter acceptance that it's not that serious. It really isn't that serious. It's not so serious. About that, yeah, I'm also serious, and I got this here, and I drew this here, and I hope you see it, and I hope you listen, I hope you hear the things you could be in your mind's eye, it's in your vision. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like I can direct my energy, or my energy directs itself, which, maybe chill out a tad bit, for real, relax. I tell my own energy, or maybe it's me who needs to chill. Anywho, we're gonna continue this reading because I'm being too serious and I'm being too uptight. For me, I'm being too self-conscious, and it's like I don't need to do all that. I don't need to be this like perfect anything. I don't really need to be anything. Like, granted, there's things that I want to be, but that's only because I see them as something that's good. Honestly, because I've reached an awareness, I've reached this peak frequency and vibration of communication, of guidance, of wisdom, of understanding, of collaboration, of manifestation. Maybe not the manifestation part. No, the manifestation part, yeah, I definitely, there was a point in time where I had that completely mastered, and whatever I desired would come into my existence. The only problem is I still had shadow work and things that blocked me from fully accepting and diving into an energy that aligns with what I desired. So, you win some, you lose some, and I won some and I lost some. So, it'll be like that. But now, given that I have the hindsight or the awareness to look at these things and not feel so guilty about them, not feel so shameful about, because in a way I also brought myself back down, not in a sense of grounding myself in this higher vibrational energy, but grounding myself in this energy that puts me on equal footing with people, that puts me in a place where I'm out the way, to be honest. And I feel like it was because it was very traumatic, but again, I like to think, and I truly believe that a lot of this shit happened because I needed to separate deeply concerning my family, my friends, my own, who I am as a person was intake, understanding what I feel, who I am, outside of anybody else in the world, outside of anybody else, almost ever. And it's because reincarnation energy and things like that, then I want to get on that subject, but if we listen to Maji Got the Tea, she's mentioned plenty of times that it's there's this energy of somebody who's the reincarnation of Moses. I've had deep, very deep, visualizations, this understanding. I don't know. I kind of had this point in time where my life was like a play, which is very, it's sort of what Hindu culture considers to be the universe. It's like a play, and we're all playing a part of the universe experiencing itself. You feel me? And yeah, in that, it felt like my life in itself was a play. It felt like everything that was going on felt like I was being watched, monitored. It felt like I had to be on point. It felt like I had to be more, I don't know, like expressive, or like, I don't know, like I was in a play. Like I was being watched, supported, like hated, booed, cheered for. You feel me? Man. And it's interesting. What comes to mind at this point in time is, that song by Calliushis. It's like, never thought I would be without you. I wish you were, I wish you were, I wish you were was like a pencil spell. You couldn't find where can't come to peace. I wish you. Anyway, I wish you roses while you can still smell them. And that comes to mind because I feel like, one, love Calliushis' music. Beautiful singer, wonderful, wonderful art she makes. And I feel like that song hits, or the message that I'm receiving, the ability to receive messages and decipher them and give the wisdom. It feels like because this play that I had been a part of, that I was the center point and focus on, the hero and the villain. I was the hero and lived long enough to become the villain. Anywho, like, you know what's cool? It's like, because I've also been more in tune with my inner child, I feel like my laugh has become much more childish, which is not a bad thing. It's like, I feel cute. You feel me? Like, I feel like, oh. Oh. I feel adorable. You feel me? Anywho, it's like, it's like getting the roses, getting the curtain call on that chapter of my life, on that story. You feel me? And then being in a new story, and then creating, and, you feel me, sort of directing the new vision, the new storyline. You dig? Yeah. Oh. And it seems like, because I'm a little like, well, I don't know if that's okay. Can that happen for me? Yes, it can. And it will. And that's the thing. I'm worried entirely too much, or I want something very specific to happen, and it can't. And I feel like there's this anger and dissociation from my connection to all things, from my connection to my peace, my joy, my happiness, my abundance, my crown chakra, my understanding of how energy and how all things work, my studies, my ability to change my frequency, my energy, change. And for those of whom who are more so religious, it's like allowing myself to be the version, like my best version in God's eyes, and then following that. You feel me? It's like, it's a weird way to look at it, but it's like, because I've studied other things and I don't necessarily believe that one religion or any particular, book or teachings is the only way in which we connect with God, with, you feel me, the goodness in the universe, the goodness in all of humankind, the goodness in all of, what's out there. And to be able to connect to that, it's it's all out there. It is. It's what's living and breathing. It's what's, for me. Yeah, it's just for me it's the vibe for me. And attuning yourself to it only means that you get to experience all the joy, the peace, the love, the happiness, the pain, the loss. I guess the lost might experience that. Because even in this, you get to experience the pain and the loss of something that isn't pain and loss. It's just something you've gained. You've gained something that, I'm talking to the trees and they're kind of like either nodding their head or they're kind of like no or yeah. That's not that wrong. You're not very wrong about that. That, I don't know, maybe not. That yeah. Shouts out to y'all. I feel like I shouldn't ask you your names, because that would be weird. It would be weird for other people. It wouldn't be weird for me. What? Oh, okay. The trees outside of my house, one's name is Joseph. Alright. Well, I guess the trees outside of my house, one's name is Joe, the other one's name is Joseph. Well, yeah, anywho, oh yeah, damn, being too serious. Being too serious. It's like, literally, it's like I was sitting here and I was like, yeah, alright, cool, now I'm just talking to the trees, what are they saying? And then I wasn't really getting much because I'm like, oh, I'm being too serious now. It's kind of like, what would you do if somebody just like came up to you and imagine, it's weird. That's a weird way to put it. I don't know, but imagine somebody came up to you with their phone in your face and they were just like, say something. You kind of be like, what? Man. Oh man, I love you guys. You guys have done a lot of freaking growing over the years. I'm about to shed a tear of joy. It's true for my trees. I mean, like, you're not my trees, but you're my trees, Damn. Anywho, you feel me? Sorry, not to. Give me a moment. It's funny. I see it in the mirror, so that's why I'm looking at the mirror, not looking back there. But yeah, you feel me? It's like being too serious is definitely the thing that's been holding me back from just feeling good. Feeling like this connection to all things and everything just feels like it's the best, because it is. Because it's like, I don't know. Like she said earlier, it's like being a droplet of water in the ocean. You feel me? And you feel the ripple you create. You know what I'm saying? But it's like being this droplet of water in the ocean. That only means that I'm like this molecule, this collection of cells, this collection of atoms resting in this pool of abundance and limitless, you feel me, whatever it is for me, as I allow myself to synchronize into the waters for me, I get to be where I desire to be, where I feel like, if I let go of all the weight, I float to the top. If I hold on to all of the, the whatever, the what have you, feel me? Then I sink, you feel me? We sink into our lower selves, lower vibrational energies, and all that. So it's like, of course, I feel like it's like rain, and we're the droplets of water in the rain. And we don't control where we drop, we don't control, in the puddle of life, in the pool of life, what raindrops came before us, what raindrops come after us. All we know is the ripple that we make for the moment it's there. Damn, that's deep. Anyway, smoking a bowl on that. I'm about to go grab some water. Speaking of water, I'm a real smooth guy. Don't let me speak to your daughter. She might end up calling me father. But forget that, because I'm only ending up going farther. In my mind, my travels, my bars seem like a star search. Coming through feeling like the bars so joyful it makes my arms hurt. Oops, I'm in my ribs. Yeah, cooking up. This nigga eating. Get him a bid. Yeah. Shouldn't lie or tell a fib. I just be in here in my crib. I ain't been traveling only unless it's in the manifest. Come through feeling like I just released all of these damages. I don't got no bandages. I just got a camera. I just got the Annie. I just got an Annie done. And that's another one. I guess a dame, a damsel. I guess her name. I don't want to say it online. Come through feeling so sublime. About to press the play button. That's fine.
Lori, caught up in seriousness makes it hard to enjoy what you're doing. So let's smell the roses. Let's unblock this energy and smell the roses. When you take life too seriously, you risk losing sight of what actually needs your attention. Move away from thinking your purpose is your job, and you will start to see your life in a new light. So once again, smell the roses here, everyone. When you take life too seriously, you risk losing sight of what actually needs your attention. Move away from thinking your purpose is your job, and you will start to see your life in a new light. Okay? And your second message here is procrastination. Who suffers from procrastination? So let's read this message here. Prioritizing short-term relief results in negative consequences. How do you unblock yourself? Increase productivity. Look at your excuses and be honest about the things you put off to start making changes and open more doors to opportunity. So once again, look at your excuses and be honest about the things you put off to start making changes and open doors to opportunities. Sometimes I feel like our cell phones are the biggest culprits, especially if it doesn't have anything to do with business for us. It can steer us away and distract our energy, because one ding can lead to us looking at a message, going into our social media accounts, and then an hour, 2 hour goes by, and that's it. We lost time there. Blocked solar chakra is the third one. So a solar plexus chakra. If this is feeling blocked, I'm going to read you the message here on this card. Some of you may experience low self-esteem, overly rigid or controlling behavior. So this is where we unblock our third chakra. Go outside to use the energy of the sun and recharge your yellow chakra, or do a fire meditation with crystals to help boost your confidence, optimism, and well-being. So once again, get outside to use the energy of the sun and recharge your yellow chakra, or do a fire meditation with crystals to help boost your confidence, optimism, and well-being. So how I do this is fire. I usually light a candle, and I will put some of my crystals with those candles, right? I'll just keep them around the candle that's lit and burning. All right, So now I'm going to pull 5 personal messages for you. So this is where you pause this video, take a deep breath, connect to spirit, and then come back to receive these messages and place them wherever they resonate for you today. So we are I'm just going to shuffle this a little bit here and see what it is that spirit wants you to hear. So first message is allow your higher good. And you've got a Buddha on this card. Some of you might have Buddhas around you or you're seeing them. A lotus flower as well. So I'm going to read you the message. Don't be upset because things didn't work out the way your ego planned. Have faith that what is in your highest good will come. So once again, don't be upset because things didn't work out the way your ego planned. Have faith that what is in your highest good will come. Okay, and your second message, silence the noise. Very, very important. Silence the noise. Noise creates illusions and problems out of nothing. Go deep into your heart so you may find the truth. So once again, noise creates illusions and problems out of nothing. Go deeper into your heart so you may find the truth. I feel this is such a good message for all of us to hear because tuning out that noise is so hard. So focus on your own game. Look at there's that eyeball. Eyeballs have been coming up. I don't know. I feel that spirit is watching us. God is looking down at us, not like down on us, but looking at us, connecting with us, sending us messages. Spirit is saying they're seeing you. Okay, so stay in your lane. Do this, and in due time, you will set up an extraordinary life. So once again, stay in your lane. Do this, and in due time, you will set up an extraordinary life. So focus on your own game here, everyone. Don't worry about that noise. Let's tune it out. There's an awakening happening. So this is a confirmation that some of you are going through awakenings. Some of us are going through our second or third or even fourth and fifth, right? So you're getting to know who you truly are on a soul level. Take things slow as you begin to shift the way you interact with the world around you. So once again, you're getting to know who you truly are on a soul level. Take things slow as you begin to shift the way you interact with the world around you. All right, and your fifth card here, uproot bad habits. We've got a volcano blast here. So some of us might be seeing volcanoes, right? We've been hearing news about volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, right? That's that chaos we're experiencing here in the Knight of Cups. So you have let bad habits take a hold of your life. It's time to uproot them and start fresh if you want to see a positive change in your life. So once again, you have let bad habits take a hold of your life. It's time to uproot them and start fresh if you want to see a positive change in your life. And, I feel Spirit's trying to communicate here with you, especially around bad habits. Perhaps you're experiencing coincidences or signs coming in for you to let go of a bad habit. All right? So let's go ahead and pull an angel number now. So those of you that are watching, if you're seeing angel numbers or repeating numbers, this is going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So we are getting for you today 0000 if you're seeing these numbers anywhere, on a phone number, on a receipt, like that ever happens, right, on a receipt, on a home address, license plate, anywhere in your life. This is your confirmation today. Limitless potential. Look at the energy you have. You are a limitless potential being here. The message is, it serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. All right? So the key words here are, there's a reset that is happening. Spirit really wants you to focus on relaxation rather than tensing yourself up. There's the unknown that is around you right now. Don't be afraid of this. Okay, let go of the fear. Surrender and allow yourself to flow with the energy you're experiencing. Some of you are almost at the finish line. There's a lot of success and victory. This is what Spirit is promising you here, is success and victory in your life. So allow yourself to release and let go of all the things that are holding you back. Pay attention to the signs. So signs, everyone, we don't have to go looking around signs, looking for them, or being obsessive over them. They show up in our awareness, right? They just show up and we recognize them and we see them. Being aware of is, oh, there's a bird outside, whatever. It's more like, oh my gosh, there's a bird outside. It's a hummingbird. I haven't seen one. Let's look up the spiritual meaning for it and see which message resonates, right? It's almost like Spirit is giving you a compass, some sort of Easter eggs for your path, and we're meant to follow them. All right, so this is your reading today. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day, and thank you so much for watching.
Watch what inflammation does to your knees. Last winter, my dad started having awful knee pain. We hoped it would pass, but it just didn't go away. And none of the usual stuff helped. Even the doctors were stumped. Life became unbearable for him. He was anxious to go down the stairs by himself. He would think twice before going to the bathroom. He calculated every step. Getting up from a chair, something he had never given a thought to, became such a thing. He would have to lean on the table just to push himself up. Genuinely, it felt like he had aged 20 years overnight. The nights became longer, he had trouble falling asleep with constant pain, which made him constantly tired and cranky.
You have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, a wonderful night. Whenever you're watching this, you find timeless type stuff here. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, a great life. Enjoy yourselves in this plane. And then find it within yourself and then experience it outside of yourself. Yeah. I'll catch y'all later. I love you.